We've been watching this heartbreaker out of Hawaii in the baby medicine manslaughter trial. A Navy wife is accused of giving a fatal dose of Benadryl-like medicine to a 7-month-old little baby that she was babysitting back 5 years ago, 2019. Let's head back into the courtroom where the victim's mother is on the stand testifying, still direct.
Did
they include pictures?
They did.
Okay. And did that last throughout the entire time that she was watching her kids?
Yes, it did.
Now, Abby was still being bottle fed during the time that the defendant was watching your child?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Did you have any specific instructions about how to feed your kids?
No, I didn't.
Did you have any specific instructions regarding allergies for your kids?
No.
Would the defendant contact you if one of your kids wasn't feeling well during the day?
She would.
Okay. And was there a time when Abby didn't feel well while she was with the defendant?
There was one time, yes.
And did the defendant give her Tylenol to help her feel better?
She did.
And you were okay with that?
Yeah, we discussed it.
Okay. And did you have any specific instructions that you would give her while she was caring for your kids about medication?
No.
Okay. Now, Abby was born on July 16, 2018. Was that pregnancy easy?
It was.
About how much did she weigh when she was born?
She was 6 pounds and 11 ounces.
Okay. Was she born healthy?
Yes.
Did she have any issues at birth?
She had low blood sugar when she first came out, but it didn't last very long. Probably within the first couple of hours, and then she was fine.
Okay. How would you describe Abby as a baby?
Sweet baby.
When you brought Abby home from the hospital, what would her sleeping habits be like?
Take your time.
The first 2 weeks, it was normal. She woke up in the night, and then after a couple weeks, she slept through the night, like 8 to 10 hours.
Did her sleeping habits change at all?
Yeah.
When did they change?
Around the end of December, January.
What did you notice about her sleep at that time?
She was waking up every 30 minutes. A lot. Towards the end.
When you say towards the end, what are you talking about?
Sorry, before she passed.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to keep your voice up a little bit more.
I'm so sorry. Before she passed.
Okay. When you first brought Abby home from the hospital, was she exclusively breastfed?
She was, yeah.
When did you start introducing formula?
It was right around the time that I went back to work. My supply started to dwindle, so.
Okay, and what kind of formula did you use?
It's Similac. It was in a purple can.
Was there anything special about it or a reason that you picked that specific can?
She was just having issues with the other formulas that we used, so.
Did you find that the formula that you picked in the purple can was working the best for her?
Yes.
Now, when you would mix formula, you have to mix it with water, correct?
Yes.
Did you have any specific type of water that you like to use when you mix formula?
No.
What kind of water would you put with the formula?
Tap water.
Okay. Did Abby have any allergies?
No.
Did she have any medical issues?
No.
Okay. When Abby was home with you, did you guys co-sleep?
Yeah, well, she was in a crib next to the bed.
Could you describe how the crib is set up next to the bed?
It would be like a sidecar, and then the front of the crib would be taken off, and then she would be in the crib.
Okay, so would she be sleeping on your bed?
No.
Was Abby capable of putting herself to sleep?
I would rock her.
Okay. Did you guys swaddle Abby?
We did.
How long did that continue?
It was up to 7 months, I think, we were swaddling her.
And why did you swaddle her for so long?
She enjoyed it. She liked being swaddled.
Can you describe what swaddling is?
Where you wrap like a blanket, or there's specific swaddles that you can use where you wrap it around to hold them close, like their arms or, yeah.
So when you swaddle a baby, it keeps their arms and legs all tucked in?
Yeah, it gives comfort to them, so that's why she liked it. It kept her calm.
Where did you learn about how swaddling helps babies?
I honestly don't know. Probably like from young. When I was growing up in Singapore, a lot of people swaddle their babies over there, so.
What about Abby's milestones? Was she meeting her milestones?
She was.
Okay. By the time she was 7 months, could she crawl?
She would like crawl in circles. She wasn't fully crawling.
Okay. Was she able to lift her head?
Yeah.
Could she roll over?
Sorry.
Take your time.
Yes.
When did she start rolling over?
I think it's about 3 months.
Could she sit up yet when she was 7 months?
Not quite. She was trying though.
Was she able to sort of scoot or pull up yet?
She wasn't pulling up, no.
Okay.
Kind of scooting.
Who was Abby's pediatrician?
Dr. Tani Gustiala.
And was Abby up to date on her well baby visits?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about her vaccinations?
I'm pretty sure she was up to date with those, but we did do like a delayed schedule for her.
Why did you do a delayed schedule for her?
I just didn't want to overload her all at once. So I discussed with her pediatrician, you know, that we could do a delayed schedule so it didn't make her sick or there were no reactions.
So you had a conversation with her pediatrician about whether that was appropriate for Abby?
Yeah.
Okay. Had Abby ever been hospitalized in the 7 months that she was alive?
No,
Had you ever taken her to the ER?
I did.
What for?
She had a fever, and she was still really little, and it was high, so we took her in.
How would you describe your
All right, we're going to sneak in a commercial break first. Dave Ehrenberg, if you're prosecuting this case, do you want parents on the jury, or would you steer away? Because sometimes a parent could be judgmental. So, I would never allow my kid to do X, Y, and, you know, it's a fine line, is it not?
Ted, I would want parents on the jury because they can understand and imagine how horrific it would be to lose a baby, where someone who doesn't have children, they can empathize, but it's not the same as if you're looking at this mother as yourself and that child, Abby, as your own. And so, yes, although they could be judgmental, saying I would never have done that, in this case, it's not like the mother was complicit. She dropped her children off to a trusted babysitter, and one of them ends up dead. And there's no excuse for that. And that's why the only defense here is that, well, maybe the mother gave her Tylenol PM and we just can't establish. based on the high burden that prosecution has to prove that it was the babysitter's fault. But I still think this case is likely headed towards a guilty verdict.
Yeah, as a parent, just the idea that you would show up to pick up your child or be informed that your child died in the care of someone else just because she was going to work and needed someone to take care of her child. It's infuriating and horrible.